queen. Break crochet, the bubble queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. In a cozy corner of the twitchy scene lives a yarny legend crochet queen. Hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. She's stitching joy in every row with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Granny squares and textured waves, she's turning yarn into handmade face. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting.
Welcome. Thank you for the raid loss, Lala. I am so sorry. We had a technical difficulty at the very beginning of the stream. So I'm so sorry your people raided in, and that's fine. I ran upstairs, ran downstairs, blah, blah, blah. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up with everything. Picking Halls got first. Yay, Picking Halls. Morning Panther. Hi, Crafty Cub. Thank you for the check-in. Thank you for the raid. Lala, thank you for the check-in, Giggy Jack. No, it is fine. Raiding and running is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Let's see. We broke Racing Raiden. Well, you really didn't break it. Something else had broken and whatever. P-Pop called me and asked me right before the stream started why was I not streaming, because she wanted my song, which AKA is the Crafty Cub song that he made me. She loves that song. She loves it. She loves to dance to it at the beginning of, yes, drink my beverage. Okay, so hired the Riot Knife. How are you? Welcome in. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it I don't know. I don't even know if I've caught up with everything. So this is the towel that we were working on yesterday. It is the Halloween towel. And then we started coming up with different colors for different holidays. And I'm telling you, this, I don't know what is wrong with why my camera is showing that a different color, because that's the color it is. Okay, that light's on, that light's on. Anyway, it's called Paprika, and it is literally the color of that picture up there. So, I finished more off stream yesterday. I was doing pumpkins. These pumpkins are going to be the death of me. Not really, but they are. So, and just so that, whatever. You don't have to check now so it doesn't cause issues with stream, but I've posted some. No, posting something in Discord. I checked all that today. What? Okay, this is where we stopped. Was fairy dust. This was a conversation, which we're not going to whatever on stream, because that's between two people that have nothing. Nothing. I'm a facilitator. People are discussing things in my Discord. Bubbles and Honeys did her resin Halloween earrings, which cool, cool, cool. Yay. So then Fairy Dust did this. Where in Discord did you put it? Thank you for the check-in, Giggy Jack. I think something's messed up with my thing. And then this is Bunny Tate. Put some pictures in Discord. I like the stripes. Okay, let's see. It's in general. Okay, so now it says my ad break is finishing. So let's go into down. I have to do this. What am I doing wrong? I'm trying to break my own self. General. There we go. There is Crafty and Yarny. They're both together in the same place. This is amazing. Hi, Sir Fabulous Petey. Hi, KK. How are you doing? Hi, Cricket Bug. How are you doing? So, how was it? Did y'all have fun? Look at you. I would be the third person wearing glasses. Yes, it proves now that Yarny Pixie and Crafty are not the same person. And that is an inside joke that that Papa and I have been living with for the past week. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Get the instructions out of the way. So how is everyone doing this though? Crafty, it's a long, long story, and I will have to tell you about it off stream, but it's hilarious. It's not hilarious. It's not. But just I'm glad that people can see me and they know who I am, and I am who I am on stream as who I am in person, just like every other streamer that we see, we physically can see. Yes, it's not hilarious, but you know, just because, you know, I don't know who's listening and who's not listening, I'll talk to you off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 off stream. You love how I did my hair. I just pulled it back in a ponytail. Hi, how are you doing? And I was actually thinking of you, Linda, this morning and made sure that I took all my medication before stream because I didn't want Linda to have to tell me, stop your stream and go take your medicine. Literally, when I pulled up, got my breakfast ready and everything like that, I said, better take my medication because I don't need Linda on my back saying, go take your medication. So, and it was because I had to laugh at myself when I did it. So we are doing the white next. So I did a little bit off stream. And since you're here, Linda, I went and dug this out of the box so that we could all see it finished. Oh, there's a little snacky poo. Hi, Fairy Dust. Yes, it does give Charlie Brown vibes, doesn't it? Good morning. Did you get to actually sleep last night and not have to go to work? Or are you at work right now? This is P-Pop's Halloween basket. She's going to carry it to Boo in the Zoo. And I didn't tie this part of it down because I wanted it to go over the eyes if she wanted it to. And I think this was a little bit too long. I think I could have made it shorter, but I followed the pattern exactly. I did exactly what the pattern said, but I moved the eyes over a little bit and I didn't sew them over the thing. I sewed them under. So there we go. And I will get some pictures on my Instagram before I put it back in the box and send it. And let's see, you hibernated all day and all night. No work today. Yay, Fairy Dust. I'm so happy because I know that it's hard to say no when you know that your company needs you, and it's just hard. It's just hard. When I worked at Walmart, I was the same way. I'm telling you, they could call me at I could have gotten off at 7 at night. They could have called me at 9 o'clock at night and said, "We need you in at 4 o'clock in the morning. We're having visitors and we need everybody in here to get it all done before they get here." And I'd been like, "Okay." And I would do it. I mean, I just would. And I'm trying to change to white without being too whatever. So locking that in, flipping, and I'm going to be weaving in some edges here because I am not going to weave in those later. So, 2. So, um, let's see. Um, Today after stream, I don't know if we're going to go out into public and we're actually gonna eat out, or we're going to order our food in. But we're going to actually get out into the real world. Love a good old this. And now that you mention it, oh, hold on. I took it down. Oh, hold on. Oh, I had there we go. Where's it at? Anyway, I had it up and it was ripple towels. We were talking yesterday that you could take this pattern and you could get this whole kit. Because I don't know. I'm going to ask this, and I'm pretty positive I know the answers to this, but I made a pretty retro. I will say this: I pretty positive I did not spend the money that is the full price what they said. I think it was on sale, but mine wasn't as on sale as this. Let's see. Let's get to there. Why is it not letting me paste? Because you didn't copy in numbnut. Do y'all see how I talk to myself? Okay. Why is it not letting me paste? Okay. I don't know why it's not letting me copy and paste this in here, but I was trying. Oh, I think I know it. Do 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 do. There we go. Got it in there. So don't know what I did. Don't want to know what I did, but I circumvented the situation. So, anyway, these are only $11.49. And listen to me, these are only $11.49. I paid a little bit more than that. I know that, but I did not pay the $22.99 for these. But you had the pattern and the kit, and you had the yarn to make these 3 towels. You technically have the pattern now. So therefore, hi, Heidi. My brain's not working. So then you technically have the pattern and you can change it to any colors. We were coming up with a bunch of colors. A couple weeks ago, it wasn't hard. My supervisor called me and told me I would be staying over one day instead of asking. It rubbed me the wrong way, and we had a come to Jesus meeting. You had a come to Jesus meeting with him on the phone. Made him cry. They found someone to replace me for when I was supposed to get off. Well, that's good. That's good. And back in the day, they had kids for Afghan patterns that came in altar and go. I made my mother-in-law give me a picture of a Afghan. Papa probably knows which one I'm talking about. That was on the back of their grandma's couch, and I made it for her for Christmas for her daughter, for Papa's sister. But, I loved but I when I didn't, it scared me because I didn't want it to be wrong. So I had her pick out all the colors and made her pick out the colors and the stuff, and then that way I felt like not my mother-in-law would have loved it anyway. She's not gonna be like, because I made something, she would tear it apart. She would not do that. Um, she's she's a mother-in-law you would want to have. Um, but, I just wanted to make sure she would be happy with it, so I made her pick out the colors. Those blankets were the best. I'm telling you, Crafty, they were the best, and not only were they the best, it's just like they lasted forever. Because I don't know, maybe it was the yarn they were made of. Because I mean, Red Heart was a pretty scratchy yarn back in the day. Pretty scratchy. But, I'm making this one. I'm gonna make all 3. I don't know if I'm gonna hang all 3 in my kitchen. I'm not making them all. I'm literally trying to get things done for a baby shower. I know that my poor niece, I'm gonna have to send a gift. I already planned on buying a gift for the baby, but the blanket's not gonna make it till January. And that's just because with Christmas and the things that I wanna do for Christmas and make like, I wanna make things for my kids and P-pop and, things like that. So, um, that stuff's gonna come first. And I mean, I don't think my niece is gonna be like, "Oh, but I didn't get a blanket." She's not gonna be that way. But, I'm just not gonna be able to do the blanket until January. That's just it. I have to come to grips and terms with it. And Cricket was in here yesterday, and she was very, very good because we were talking about telling people no. And I said, last year somebody asked me to do something, and because I'm a people pleaser, I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then I stressed for like the first 3 weeks of December trying to get this done so she would have it for Christmas for her son and daughter in law. So I said this year, if anybody asks me to do anything, I am literally having a cutoff point. I will not make anything past November for anybody. Morning, Axis will not make anything for commission wise. And I'm just going to have to say, I respectfully decline. Um, Unfortunately, I cannot give it the love that I could give it if you would have ordered it sooner. So, anyway, and I can't wait. So, do a card with a note and sizes. So, there will be a blanket coming. That's true. I could. Oh, she's already picked the colors for it. She's already picked the colors. So, yay. Um, so I'm excited to see what this commission is going to bring, Crafty. It's in the colors of eucalyptus and white. It's going to be an Oh, yes, I saw it. It was the octopus you were showing the other day. I think the octopus is crazy. It's going to be so cool. So cool. I have a book. Hold on. because you talked about octopus. And when you were talking about that the other day, was all I could think of was James Bond, Octopussy, the movie. That's all I could think of. Don't ask me why. That's what octopus remind me of. I made a pair of mittens for my friend this week. I need to take a picture. They're basically pumpkins. Okay. Let's see if I can find it in here. This right here. Hold on. It's the Oliver the Octopus and the baby. I asked once if I can make pea pop this. And I think I was told no. I think. But anyway, this is from Mabel Bunny and Company. I got this book from Michael's. You need that pattern? I'll scan it over to you. I'll scan it over to you. Said I did not say that. Did not say that. I don't need Mabel and Company coming after me. But this is what gets me is it's got like a little dragon in it. Bunny. Oh, here's all the animals. It's got Mabel the bunny, a Lily the polar bear, and Ruby the elephant. Ooh, I can make the Walter the zebra, Trevor the Arctic, a red panda, the octopus, a puppy, alpaca, a sloth, pig, lamb, a koala and the baby, and a red squirrel and a dragon. So I just you got a sea creatures pattern book for Michael's? Maybe I could talk Papa into take me to Michael's today. You never know. You never know. And I did go to Aldi's yesterday on the recommendation of Unicorn. And I got these. This one. And then I got this one. They were like $4 for the whole kit. $4. You'll have to take a picture of your sea creature pattern book for Michael's and post it in Discord. So I might have a reference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My oldies don't have to squat. Well, that's good. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8. So Aldi's is on voice texting. I did not know that. I haven't been into Aldi's in quite a while, our local Aldi's. It's not that it's far out of the way, it's just in an odd place. It's in an odd place where you have to go. Like, it's on the main road, one of the main roads, but you have to go back and around. I mean, you can see it from the main road, but the way to get into it is like, really? You got to go up and around and all kinds of stuff. Oh, okay. Your Aldi's doesn't have squat. Thank you. Oh, lordy day. Okay. It didn't have everything that Unicorn showed me, but it did have those two. So, um, did you know if it does really super hugs? Oh, yours is spoiled. You're spoiled. Your Axis, You are spoiled, but I love every little spoiled inch of you. And I'm gonna say, I love every spoiled inch of you because if you weren't you, you would be so hard to love. No, it's gonna hold a blanket, not gonna stuff it, gonna modify it so it has an open. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Linda's almost home. Shared a picture and showed it on I shared a picture. Mm. Let's see. Oh, look. Oh, look who popped up in my stream. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I try to be really careful when I go in here and I'm like doing patterns. Okay. This is a pattern that Hart, his friend, has made, and you can buy it off their Ko-fi if you wish to purchase it. I'm just putting it out there because it's really cool. It's really, really cool. So, let's see. Oh, those are some nice pumpkins, Axis. Nice pumpkins. I know those people and those pigs. Well, I mean, they just look so happy. Which, you know. So did B and Clay Miko's little girl get along? I love the waistcoat stitch. Now it's my favorite. Oh, I tried to do the wheat stitch the other day. I'm telling you, I don't know if I'm liking it. Don't know if I'm liking it. Oh gosh, they are best friends, and the little ones had a great time. They became friends. That is good. And the thing of it is, it's not like when you're only like a couple hours away, it's better than, like being 6 to 8 hours away. So, you could occasionally, everything permitting, still get together and do things. That is great. And the kids like each other, so that makes it even better. So, so yeah, I tried the wheat stitch axis and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this one. Don't know if I'm gonna like it. Pretty stitch, pretty stitch, but just don't know. So anyway, so yesterday, now now Fairy Dust has said this is giving off Charlie Brown vibes. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling Charlie Brown all the way. Not even Halloween. It's Charlie Brown. It's Charlie Brown. I sometimes have a difficulty getting the hook to come out between the legs of the single crochet and the back of the waist. Oh, I don't know. Even the adults got along. I figured that you put Crafty and Clay Miko with you. Is he a grumpy old guy? I don't ever think he looks grumpy. Cause I mean, when he's talking when you're streaming, he doesn't seem grumpy. She's weird, but God, oh, Crafty, if you only knew. Oh. Oh, he's grumpy because he's hurting. Okay. I know that pixie person was hugging all the horses and loving like a weirdo. Hey, Just because someone wants to call her a weirdo does not mean she's a weirdo. We're all weirdos. D y'all I know I'm a little weirdo. Yes, I am. See? That was to the song, the little teapot, little peepop. She's probably going, "What the heck is my Gigi doing?" Because right now, Peepop is in the house. She is watching this. Not that I'm ever don't have a clean stream, but, I probably won't be saying too many bad things, you know. Definitely not taking her out in public today. You will. You will. I promise I will be good. Promise. See, Peepop, people are saying hi. You can go like this and wave at them. Not that they'll see you, but we will feel it. When you tell her you love her, when you say, "I love you, bye," she goes she waves at you. I had to have Papa fix something on my computer when we started the stream. He comes in and he says, "Oh, blah, blah, blah." So I said, I had to move away from the computer because I didn't want Biscuit to get too territorial because we're trying to get him used to me talking like all the time because when I work from home, I'm going to have a headset on. So I'm going to have to start wearing a headset to get him used to seeing me in a headset so that when I work from home, he doesn't bark all the time. So next weekend, we're going back to that place again. I told Jeff I'll be in the barn if he needs. Oh, that's so sweet. Sorry, babe. I didn't mean to hit your. Oh, I just got the dirtiest look because I hit his basket. Well, the thing of it is like, okay, if I picked up the phone right now and you called me, let's just say through Discord, and we were talking, he would literally be like, "Rrr, rrr, blah, 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 blah," and he would just growl and bark and bark and bark because he thinks that when I'm home, that all attention is on him. Now, he's gotten used to me streaming, but I thought maybe if I added the headphones that he would just think that maybe I was streaming when I was working and he would just sleep like he does sometimes during my streams. So that's what I'm hoping for. So honestly, I think that if, and the thing of it is I've got to figure out there. I asked very politely, I don't know how well it's going to go, but I asked if Papa could just, if they could walk Papa through setting my system up instead of sending somebody else out to the house to set it up because Biscuit's not going to take too kindly. And we're going to be upstairs and they're going to be like, well, we need to go over, how to do this, this, and this. And it'll just be a mess if I'm somewhere else in the house away from Biscuit. And we try not to stress him out so much now anymore because it just makes life easier for everybody. If Biscuit's less stressed, it makes life easy on everyone. So, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't do a half double. What the heck are you doing? Okay. Then oh, I missed a stitch. Missed a stitch. So what we're really saying, if Biscuit's happy, yes. Yes. There's no such thing in our house as happy wife, happy life. It is happy Biscuit, happy life. It really is. And that's not it's just we've had so many issues within the last few months. We just would rather people are like, "He's just a dog." That's okay. He's just a dog. He's not your dog. He's mine, and I don't want to okay, chain 1 there. I've got to figure this out because I'm gonna have to block this thing. And I'm trying to have double crochet for some odd reason, and I don't know why. It'll work out when I get that 1, 2, 3, 4. The yarn burf got a hold of me, and it's not even the yarn burf. Not even the yarn burf. Yeah, that's why, uh, now we've learned with Biscuit, like when P-Pop comes, because y'all are not gonna believe this, and Biscuit thinks P-Pop steals all of his toys. He thinks it. Her toys, he thinks when she brings them, they're his. So then when she is in her little pack and play and she's playing with her toys or her toys are in her pack and play, he doesn't understand why she is holding his toys hostage. And he gets really kind of whatever. So he gets tennis balls when P-Pop comes around. And he loves tennis balls. Tennis balls are his favorite. But and then you're never gonna guess this. Then she packs all of his toys up in her bag and walks off with them. Can y'all believe that? Child just takes his toy. She really doesn't, but he thinks so. So, yeah, he gets really we have to explain to him those were never your toys to begin with, you little grubby grunger. I know. How are you doing, Faulty Magic? You know, but P-Pop just goes along and does what P-Pop is gonna do. And I'm so excited this year for Christmas because she's gonna be a year and a half old, and we're going to get into the real magic. You just got home from work. Well, that is a good thing. Let's see. 2, 3. So, I literally can that would be a thing. I'm gonna write that down and keep that in the back of my head. I'm gonna keep it in the back of my head and never write it down. Why in the world would I think that? I was gonna write it down. I have a pen and a paper right next to me. But you, how are you doing, sassy potatoes? How are you doing? I know that is crazy, faulty magic. Crazy that I would thank you for the follow, sassy potatoes. Um, thank you, thank you. Um, who would do something such as that? It would be, you know what? I am writing down because it's a good idea. It's a good idea. I had a decades ago. Am I even reading this right? I had a decades ago whose favorite thing was to play with or the plastic. She loved playing with those. Oh, how we are doing great. A dog. Okay, I forgot the word dog. Biscuit likes to play with the plastic eggs. We we did an Easter egg hunt one because you mentioned this. Um, we had a plastic Easter egg hunt, and we thought, "Oh, those little plastic eggs, because 'cause they'll pop open and the little treat will fall out, and then they'll leave the egg alone." Not Biscuit. Biscuit ran around the yard, drove Papa crazy, because he wouldn't let go of the plastic egg. He was like, "Yeah, let's make this a game." How funny words change the meaning, though. Yes. I'm gonna tell you, fairy dust, I do hope you get some rest today. I hope the weather is wonderful in your area. Right now it's 64 here, so that's beautiful. I mean, really honestly, last night it was last night it was 50 degrees outside. I had the windows open, y'all. I was just like, "Yes, yes." I had the windows open. Was it cold? Yes. Was I underneath the blankets? Was I toasty warm and happy? Yes. But it just felt so nice to have the windows open. I'm weird. I know it. That'll be like I've gotta say it at least one more time during my stream that I'm weird. So, anyway. Weather here is 62, windy, overcast, rainy. We're getting the oh, it's nice, isn't it, when you can open up the windows? The temps have been in the 60s and 70, mornings have been in the 40s. Yes, we're just thinking about it. Yes, the mornings have been wonderful. That I think this last week, um, when I was leaving work, it was in the 70s. PNW. P am I oh, oh, Pacific Northwest. Okay. Listen, it's early in the morning, not really, but it is, and I've only had a half of a Diet Coke. So, we're not saying you know how some people survive on coffee, I survive on, uh, Diet Coke, and I haven't had enough today to be actually a functioning adult. The only thing I could think of was PNW Designs. Well, what it says is it says it's when Crafty replied, it said replying to faulty, and I was like, "I'm not understanding. Why is he replying to that?" I'm telling you, it's just too much for this little brain this morning. Too much for this little brain this morning. I mean, and it's little. It it's little. I think it shrinks every day because I'm not in the BMW. I know what that meant. I would say I the only time I know of any like keep up with the storms is because this time of year it's the last part of hurricane season until November 1st is still until November 1st it's hurricane season. And usually in September is when everything hits. So, I think maybe they might have had some stuff in October, but not very many times. But, I don't know. My brain doesn't work. I know what a nor'easter is. I know what it is. So, I love watching the Weather Channel. Love watching the Weather Channel. So, it's probably right up there with, Dateline and the top of my list would be like, like the Harry Potter and stuff like that. Murder shows, people burying people in the backyard, and Harry Potter. I mean, what kind of better of a person could I be? Hurricanes would be okay sleeping weather if they weren't so destructive. But yes, I love when it rains really, really good and you can get some good rest. Papa loves it when it rains, and it's a good hard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A good hard rain that I will say that. But we're getting into that season, Crafty, so it's not that bad. I mean, you know, it's that time of year, it starts to rain. Birds outside are chirping. They're probably calling Biscuit. Yeah, you hear them, don't you? Are they interrupting your sleep? You used to go out and walk you midnight walks in the rain. See, when you say that, my brain goes, "Do you like pina coladas?" Okay, I am done for the day. Thanks, guys, for coming to the stream. I'm gonna go get put on some medication. I'm gonna go get put on some medication. Y'all have a wonderful day. Oh, Lordy, Papa is not taking me anywhere today. He's not taking me anywhere. Oh, yeah. See, fairy dust is the one that comes up with those. When we say something, fairy dust is the one that comes up with that stuff. Why? Oh, Lordy day. I needed this today. I'm just saying, just telling all of you right now, I needed this. I know that y'all are probably saying here, why are we watching this woman? She is not doing anything. Actually, I am 1, 2, 3, 4 rows into the white, which we only have 2 more rows of the white to do, and we will be doing good. But I really probably needed this today. I probably really needed this today. Uh, yes, we should. We should. That would be hilarious. And the thing of it is the when you did the donkey clap and Fairy did the donkey clap, when I can just hear him going what he said in his donkey clap. Oh, I don't know. But anyway, y'all think I I've I just have very he is a great singer. Feed me. So so let's see. I did say that I'm probably gonna make one of these for Christmas, and I'm gonna do it in green, red, and white. Yes, you did. But I remember you saying, "Feed me." Don't I'm telling you what, I'm losing it today. I've done lost it. I'm never gonna get it back. I don't even know if I had it to begin with, but, I'm gonna live on the side of positive and think that I did have it and I have lost it. Why does my brain want to replace the white and these with brown? Because I don't know, but maybe it would like, I know I lost it, lordy day, what in the world? Because you're trying to go retro faulty, you're trying to go retro. Wouldn't you say, Crafty and Fairy? If you put the brown with the if you put the brown listen, yeah, I'm really gonna talk hick today. If you put the brown where the white would be, that would be really retro-y. And if you put some yellow in there too, like if it was orange, brown, black, yellow, that would be massively, massively retro. Yes. I'm telling you, we could do we I could do a whole year of towels, a towel a month. A towel a month. We're gonna do a towel of the month club. I love the 70s and 80s. Great. Born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s. I don't think I'd want it any other way. Um, I really don't. I was born in '89. I have no business being there. My daughter was born in '89, and she knows the music in I don't know about the '70s, but I do know she knows the music in the early '80s better than I do. I know what let's see. Okay, so you're born 10 years after me. So I was born in 1970, you were born in 1980. So what year was Cub born in? 72, 70. He was born in 72 or 74. 78? Cub! You're Cub. You're you're barely in the 70s, dude. You're barely in the 70s. But you're right. If there was no Cub, there would be no decade. Or you said if it wasn't for that decade, no Cub. I was born in 1970 and um great year, great year, I will say. Um Probably wouldn't have been such a great year if I wasn't born. I'm just a little bit on myself there, but I was a little twinkle. My dad said he didn't care as long as I didn't have red hair. I'm just saying. Look what you get. The power of talking gets you what you want. I was a little twinkle. I was 4 pounds, 13 ounces. So just a little twinkle. I share a birth year with your hubby. Oh, that's great. That is great. See, 1970 was a good year. It's a good year. What did I not read right? Ray, you share a birth year with my hubby. I think I read that right. Oh, yeah. I said a little twinkle, not a little tinkle, you ding dong. Hi, Siren. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome in. I can be a bully to him, Axis. I can be a bully to him. He's in the same house. I will make the dog bite him. Bite your dad. Biscuit's like, I'm not getting up I'm not getting up to bite anybody right now. I'm sleeping. Bray after 11 a.m. Yeah, we don't do bray after dark because, that right there. I was telling everybody that when we did our collab string, because Linda was saying we should do a collab stream. And I said, I remember when we did our collab stream, I started streaming like at 2 o'clock on a Saturday. Started my stream a little late. And I said, we were making granny squares out of the same book. And I rated into you. And we were doing the stream and whatever. You can bully him. You had the paperwork. Yes. Thank you, Cricket. Thank you. That's what I tell my hubby when I says I'm picking on him. He signed papers, so he signed up. I don't think that Papa knew that's what he was signing up for, though he should have. He should have. But just call. Yes, yes. So I said, I know that when we were streaming, I said, I think it got to about, because I streamed, rated in like at 4. And I said, I know that I streamed maybe to 6. That's true, you did. Lifelong bullying or lifelong stalker? Uh, I think I would have probably quit stalking you after a while. You probably would have became, no, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. Because I'm really not. Yeah, you had to marry me. Because I probably would have stalked you till the end of the earth. But anyway, I said I think I only went to like to 7, maybe. I was like, I got to go. I mean, I was like, I'm dead to the world. And Cub was really sweet about it. He was like, well, I don't expect you to stay the whole time because it was late for me. I was like, but I said I enjoyed every minute of it. It was a hoot. Once we got going and um everything, it was just great. It was great. I will say sometimes though, no matter who you collab with, thank you for the follow, Kendall. Thank you. Thank you. Um, it's like sometimes the talking is delayed. Thank you, Faulty Magic. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you guys. You're so kind. Um, the talking delay it gets you sometimes because it's it's for me. I felt like I didn't hear it. Oh, yay! Yay! We reached the follower goal. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. When he would talk, it's like sometimes I didn't think I heard it right as it was being said. So I know I only have 170 more to go. Yes, I was actually thinking about that the other day too, Fairy Dust. As a matter of fact, it was either Friday or Saturday night. I was thinking, I was like, man, wouldn't it be so great? Oh, what am I going to do if I make it to 1,000 people? I don't know. I might, whew, be a crazy day in the world. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Need to work on that. Find a night that works for him. I know Bench Bear wants to join in, but he's in the UK and it can't be too late. Yes, I will crochet something, but I don't know what. If it was up to 1, 2, 3, 4, we've got 2 more rows of the white, and then we're going to go back to the black, and then we're going to go. We're actually almost done with this towel, I think. Yes, because once we do the black 4 rows, then the orange is going to do the top of the towel. That's when it's gonna get really oh, yes. We actually did try to do at Christmas, we did a Lego trying to teach Papa to stream. To Papa we're trying to teach Papa how to stream, how to crochet, and it didn't work because I almost broke his fingers. I almost broke his fingers because he wouldn't hold the yarn right. And I shouldn't do that because we all know everybody holds their yarn differently. Do they make large woobles? Maybe one of those. Teach you all how to stream. I know I'm the pro. He's probably over there falling out of his chair. Because he knows. I don't even I'm telling you right now, I still don't know how to do one thing, and the only reason why I don't know how to do it is because he showed me once how to do it, but Biscuit was barking while he was doing it, and so I was like, "Shh, shh," and he was showing me, and I was like, "Yeah, I got it." I didn't get it, but Biscuit was barking. Wouldn't hold it right. I know. He just wouldn't hold it right. But see, I don't hold my yarn like other people hold their yarn. I don't. I know I wasn't really probably wasn't really paying attention because Biscuit was barking and I just wanted him to quit barking. And I knew Papa was getting frustrated. So I was like, yeah, let's just move on. I am gonna have to block this. I hold mine very similar to the way you hold yours. Everybody has a different approach though. We got yes, and I do have to remember that, but I literally wish I could have put like Crafty or somebody else so he could see how they like watch how they do it because like I just feel like I'm really weird. But I mean, that's just me. There I did it. Yay, I did it 3 times. I'm done. I don't have to say I'm weird again. No, there is no right or wrong way. It's what makes you feel comfortable. And once it clicks for you, that's that right there in itself is what makes a very successful crocheting thing. Crocheter. If Papa wanted to learn again, we could do a collab. Yes, we could. We could collab on him. I still have the chain that I've got. You know what? I'm going to frame it. Oh, I want to show y'all what I found. I know this really sounds weird, but every now and then I go thrifting. Every now and then. And I found this when I thrifted. Um, at least you're doing a knife grip. I can't wrap my head around it. Oh, I can't do the pencil grip. My daughter does the pencil grip. I can't do it. And I learned from her. So anyway, I went thrifting and I found this. And it's matted and everything. The person signed it, whatever. And I'm going to frame it because I think this is so pretty. I don't know why, but it was like, I think it was like just a couple of dollars. And I was like, "That's it. I'm buying this, and I'm gonna frame it and put it." Do I knit? No, I do not. Will I probably ever knit? Probably not. The patience alone would whatever. But as we can see, I'm assuming the knitting, this is a left-handed person. They're knitting left-handed. So Pixie can attempt it, and I will listen. But anyway, yeah, I bought this, so I'm gonna hang it up in my stream room because I think it's just pretty, and I don't know why, but it must have meant be for me. It must have been for me to pick it up. I try not to thrift too often because I find things that I ooh and yeah ooh I don't need to. I don't need to bring My daughter, yeah, she does it like this. She can't. And it and she's the one that taught me. And she also, like, when she streams with me, like, she streamed with me twice, and she said she might stream with me again for the month of November. Just depends on it her time, working with time. And when I'm sitting next to her and if we're making amigurumi stuff, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. One drop stitch and the whole thing. Yeah, that's the part that gets me. But somebody says you can, what's it called, Crafty? A lifeline? A lifeline. You can put a lifeline in your project. I used to until my carpal tunnel got so bad, and then I went to the knife hold. It helped. Um, but when I'm sitting next to her and she's making amigurumi, I don't care what kind of yarn that child is using. You can hear her go. I do a little line that goes through the first stitch of every row. Makes it yes, she is a squeaker. Her tension is so tight. She's got the squeaky tension. So I think I probably could have went down a hook size for this towel, tension wise. But I used to tell her all the time because she used metal hooks. CSDW, how are you doing? This is the same thing we were making yesterday. I used to tell her all the time, go like this. And it would oil her hooks up. B is in the bath, hair was washed with no problems. Taking her out and getting the band-aid. That's true. It's only a problem if they don't. Dang. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We love you too. She has a little third-degree burn on her forehead from last night. Ah! You've made the switch to wooden hooks like 5 years, made such a difference. Um, I have a hook that, my son-in-law give me, and I need to get it out, and I need to charge it up because it has a light at the end of it. She ran through the kitchen and it dropped. Oh, that's so sad. Um, I like it because it has interchangeable, it's got one of these at the end of it. It's really nice and grippy. And, just the hooks interchange. But I will say this, I do like this hook. This is a clover, and I do like it. I do like it. The acrylic hook would drive you nuts. This is fine for me. But I mean, I started with yesterday. I have a 5 millimeter hook. I like metal hooks. I love metal hooks. They don't bother me, whatever. Um, but when I started my stream, somebody said something about um, don't do the metal hooks. Something. So I was like, well, I'll just go get this one. I didn't want to give them PTSD. They So I was just like, I can change my hook. It doesn't bother me. You have one of these clover hooks for a very small size. I do like the way they hold nice. I don't have it up here, so I can't. Oh, you know what? I need to make even one to get that. Most of my metal hooks though have like a rubber thing at the end of it. Um Like this is a 3.5, but it's got a little rubber hook on the end, and I don't mind that. I find metal hooks, I feel more comfortable with them unless it's the real small ones, like these. I feel like this is a 2.5. I feel like that thing's gonna bend. I feel like this is gonna bend. And so if it has something like, this at the end of it, I feel like it's less likelier to bend. It probably could bend just as easy because they are smaller hooks. And y'all, the other day I was cleaning something in my room, just cleaning some stuff out, and found an old, like, I don't know. It's where I used to put all my hooks. And I'm telling you, I found some really tinky inky little metal hooks. And Crafty, sometimes my strength amazes me that, I would just, um, your skills amazing. Everybody could try. Everybody can try. I mean, you might be able to do it. I mean, if I can do it, I think anybody can do it. Um, I like the thicker handles in my huge hands. I'm basically Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. And you know what? That is why we love you, Axis. That is why we love you. My hooks are Brittany. They don't have the thumb spot, so I can just roll the hook instead of turning my wrist. Oh, hi, Zombie Mama. How are you doing? Welcome in. I'm wondering if I'm gonna make it through this. Yesterday, I was like, I didn't think I was gonna make it. One, two. But we did. We made it. Tired and sore. At least, well, hopefully you'll get better. Hopefully you'll get better. Um, Everybody needs one day out of the week you take it easy. I swear. You need it. You need it. Have you tried the trick where you just put the hook? No, I have not. And I like a friend of mine got me these kind of hooks, and this is just I think this is about as big as I could go with the grip around it. I don't think I could do the tennis ball. I think that would be too big. I will never tell anyone what kind of hook or needle they should use. I will advise them if someone is having problems with their stitches being sticky because they're too tight to go into metal. But if you prefer that, that's on you. Yes, I've seen it, but I think it would be too big for me for the way I hold my hands. Now I know that I feel I'm gonna say I feel that fairy dust prefers clover, the clover hooks he has over anything else. I think when you find something you like, that's what you do. I use an ergonomic hook handle over metal hooks. Saves my hands big times. Have mild Oh, I think I have arthritis in this thumb, and I don't understand why I have. Well, okay, I'm right-handed, but I use my left hand for a lot of things like counting money, and if whatever. Um, I use my left hand for a lot of things like at work. You'd never People think I'm left-handed because I don't use my right hand to do things other than to write and crochet. Oh, we do that. That's good. When I first started out, it was a hook that my granny had, and then for Christmas, I do those set hooks, which is scissors and baits. I love those. The ones they make. No, 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 no. Now, this is a clover hook, and I do like it. It glides very easily. Inline over tapered all the way. No, they just moved. Oh, his cast on stitches. I have so much money to count. I gave No, I used to work in a bank, Axis. I used to work in a bank. Can you No, I cannot write with both hands. I used to work in a bank, you ding dong. Now, if that doesn't give you that gives you carpal tunnel working in a bank. 'Cause you use your wrist all the time. I'm starting to feel the arthritis in your thumbs. Hey, Stellar. Thank you for the check-in. Axis, if I did not have you to keep me in line, I just do not know what I would do. Do not know what I would do. I'm using Susan Bates right now. You do what you can. I'm using same hooks my mom and dad got me for Christmas. I know it is. This is the last row of white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, then we're gonna do the black, and then we're moving up to the orange. And, this is I don't even know if this is a a healthy stream to be in today, because 'cause I'm a little weird today. You have a see you the thicker black silicone handles. I do like when you have just I think is this a Susan Bates? Yes, this is a Susan Bates, and it has the you're using a 3 millimeter tulip right now that I got at the yarn store. How is the yarn store, crafting group going on Saturdays now? I can't use inline hooks, the angle's too sharp and it snags the yarn. That is good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I really am gonna have to block this. I'm actually thinking about putting a border around it. I don't really care. I think I'm gonna put a border around it. I'm taking my mom with me to my Sunday Stitchers meetup. Ooh, yay. Yes. Yes. A brown border would be really good. So they all knit and you're the only crocheter? Not liking that. How that did. I'm not liking. There we go. I have a pair somewhere. My mom bought them for me, and I've never dug to find them. I should. It would probably do me good, at least for the thumb issue. I think it would work. If I could quit splitting my yarn right there, we would be doing even better. 1, 2, 3. Mm. So, I think it would work really good. And we're meeting at a new location that looks really cozy. Your compression gloves, your boil handle. I'm probably going to have to do compression gloves at some point because I don't think there's going to be a way that I'm going to be able to continue to crochet without something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was born in 1989, was adopted in I was adopted in 1990 from Moscow and became a US citizen in 2005. Well, that's amazing. Morning, unicorn. Okay. So that's what I got, unicorn. I think I did tell you that, but they didn't have the other two. They didn't have the other two. You said you got this one? This was they only had one pumpkin left when I went. They had plenty of ghosts, but they didn't have they had plenty of ghosts and macrame ghosts, but they didn't have but one pumpkin. And I snagged a unicorn. I was like, yeah. Then I ended up grocery shopping and I came home with groceries, which was fine with me. Well, the thing of it is when do they put that stuff out? I need to know these things because I haven't been to Aldi's in forever. So is there like a specific day they put them out that they put that aisle out? Wednesday morning. Okay, I'm just gonna have to start going Wednesdays after work because I don't. Da, 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 da. They open up at like 9, don't they? Actually, I can't even believe. Let's see. Yeah, they open up at 9 a.m. I'm already at work at 9 a.m. You can see the new stuff they're planning a week in advance. Ooh, okay, that's it. Access, you have been just now elected to be the Aldi Scout and keep us. I'm just kidding. We can look it up. I'm gonna have to start looking because sometimes they don't have a specific. It's that's just plants. Oh, okay. Well, see, we have two, but they're two separate ends of town. And I hit one yesterday because Unicorn was like, "Hey," blah, blah," and I was like, "Ooh," got all excited and, whatever. But I went up there. Then I thought, well, I need a quarter. I'm like, why do you need a quarter? You're only walking in to get, you're only here to secure the crochet items. You're not in here to shop. I ended up getting some blueberries, some other fruits, got some cookies. I got some dinners, got some little calzones. Aldi, 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 Aldi. Why is I thought I did that this morning. Obviously, I did it. Oh, I got bags in the trunk and a quart. I normally always have a quarter unicorn, and I went out to. I even told Papa. I said, "I'm only going there for this, but I'm going to take a bag anyway." So I don't know. They're like well, they're the little brother of Trader Joe's, but I don't think Joe's has an aisle like Aldi's does. So, though I did see this girl, I have 2 B days, 2 I have 2 B days. I got tested when I came to the US. One of the tests told the doctor the age on my birth certificate didn't seem right, and they let my mother change my B day, which was changed from my original B day, December to December 5th. Oh, that's I didn't know they could I didn't know they could do that. I didn't. I have tons of reusable bags because they said that our Kroger, by the one in our neck of the woods, uh, by 2025, you had to have all reusable bags because, they weren't gonna provide plastic bags anymore, and they still do, but I got reusable bags anyway, so it does sound like a passport. We do have a Trader Joe's and a World Market in my area, though. I enjoy wandering World Market once in a while. I usually go to the World Market when I go to visit my daughter. She likes World Market, but I let her drive because I take my reusable bags in. I don't care where. Like if I go to Kroger and I'm going into Kroger and I'm going to get something and I've got a bag, I don't care if it says Aldi on it or not. It is a reusable bag, and if somebody wants to get hurt over it, then they can get hurt over it. Yeah, here in Alberta, Canada, plastic has been gone for a few years. It sucks. Well, back in the day, I'm just for all of us that are old enough to remember, I remember when we used to, when pop, and I'm going to just say pop because it could be anything. It could be Coke, RC Cola, Pepsi, came in glass bottles, and you had to put a nickel deposit down. And the only way you could get your nickel deposit back was to bring back the glass bottle. So don't ever let anyone tell you that a kid born in the 70s doesn't know what recycling's all about. Because, yes, you have like 20 in your car, so I can, that is really good. Also, in their house. Probably just me and my 88. And I re Now I do like the plastic bags for other things. I do use them for other things, but, um, you do have bottle deposits for glass, plastic, and aluminum. Yes, and yes, soda. Iowa does that on bottles and cans for the drinks here. Well, I mean, the thing of it is it gets you to bring it back, and that's how they got us to bring it back so they could reuse it. Do I care that that's how they did it? Don't. It was a part of my life. And I can tell you this, you never lost that bottle 'cause once you had the nickel and you get the nickel, and as long as you had a bottle, you never had to put the nickel back. Probably how they got their song their I just came out how Nickelback got their name. You never had to put another nickel down. In Oregon, the 5 cents is baked into the cost of the drink. Then you take it to the recycling center or machines outside the store. Oh, we don't have those here. So but I mean, I'm sure everything's baked in to the price of the drink, but they don't have we just have like the recycling. We have a different trash can for recycling than we do for what do you want to call it? Trash. I'm starting my flower garden. Well, I shouldn't say. I'm starting my garden next year, and I know this sounds really weird, and I for s- for me it sounds really weird, but then it doesn't sound weird. Like I want to get like a mini composter. I can I can remember when as a kid we go to the bike ride and we'd run up on a bottle, and if it had 5 cents on the bottle, you we ooh yes, yes, I remember that. Does similar to that at Walmart or used to been a few years ago visiting to New Jersey. I was originally going on 12/5/91. The passport and mother had no clue had got me a passport and went by the original. Oh, thank you for following Ruth Bowling. Thank you. Bowring. I can't even talk. I do want one. And the thing of it is our next door neighbor, they garden. So I know that if I got a composter, I know that they would they would use it too. I know they would use it too. But anyway, but yeah, that's what I want. I want a composter. And then I want to get pea pop. This y'all, I'm just gonna go full out. Work from home. I'm gonna have a farm in my backyard. I want to get pea pop, 4 chickens. Well, because she can only have 4 chickens where she lives at in the city she lives in because they live in the city, so they can only have 4 chickens and you have to have a permit for them. I don't know how many. I think in the county we can have 6 chickens. But I want to get her 4 little chickens and we're gonna name it Nugget, Sandwich, Tender, and Noodle. So chicken nugget, chicken tender, chicken noodle, and chicken sandwich. That's what I'm getting her. 4 little chickens. And then Biscuit can run around the yard and chase his chickens. Passports are only valid for 7 years. Yes, they're only valid for 7 years. And I'm trying to half double crochet. Yes, and then I'll have a chicken biscuit. And if Papa would let me get a pig, then I can have bacon too. But he won't let me get a pig. We probably really don't need a pig. The pig would probably beat up Biscuit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. But that would what I'd want to do. But I'd have to have a nice coopy area for them because we do have hawks and stuff in our area, and I just want her chickens to become breakfast, lunch, or dinner for a hawk. That'd be sad because I would have to cry with her. You had a steer named Sirloin? I would have chickens and Angora rabbits if you had your way. Well, the thing of it is I have a lady that I work with, and she has way over the limit for the chickens in our area, and she did not know that that was over the limit until someone in her neighborhood come and said something. But he's like, "I don't care. You can have as many chickens as you want, blah, blah, blah." if you don't want them to get eaten, you don't name them after food. It's true, cricket. Um, but, she she gives eggs away. Oh, no. Oh, no, Panther, that's fine, that's fine. That is fine. I knew you were in here because I saw you, earlier. You said something earlier at the beginning of the stream. Um, but she gives you bring her a carton, she brings you the eggs. She doesn't charge you for it or nothing. So, and it's nice because my middle daughter, she'll she she'll take the eggs. I mean, I would eat them too. I don't have a problem with it, but she is she loves the eggs. Trying to see if I can crochet over that. There was a weirdo spot in the yarn. Our first year was named Norman after the calf that was born. Oh, they are good. And she actually sent me home with a bunch of them once, and I actually give them to our neighbors um that that garden. But she said they didn't get anything much out of their garden this year. She was asking me, did I back my garden up against her garden because we have a privacy fence in between us? That was a good movie. Um, and, she said they had a bunch of critters this year, and they had to put a fence up around there, but see, what it is they come through our yard and then they crawl under, but I don't know how they do that because I've been on their side of the fence because we watch their dogs sometimes, and, he builds it up. He's built it up. So they must, like, burrow underneath or something, I don't know. Papa's made it so they can't burrow under and get mine. He's put, black tarp, like a massive weed barrier underneath mine. Got counted when they went on vacation. Yes, and mine's gonna be raised too. So, um, we are trying to avoid we may have to put something around it, but we already have something, so hopefully it will figure out. And I'm just hoping that it's successful, and I'm probably going to have to start reading up on stuff. Okay. No, we need all the advice we can get. After Norman, we had Huey, Dewey, and Louie, our third round of cast. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay. Oop. Gotta turn it to it's going to black. Okay. Yes. White touches the black. Yes. I'm just making sure that lane's straight for some odd reason. I don't know. When Papa lived on his farm, did you ever name your animals? Or because you knew where they were going, you never named them? Because I could see that being a thing from your dad. Don't name them, son. They're going to. I grew up on a farm. The only animals that got names were the ones we were keeping. My grandmother named all of the ones that she wanted to keep. That way, my grandfather couldn't take them off to market. I named the steer that I had to show at the county fair. Brick goes to market, he gets one, and he has it butchered and gives me some of the hamburger steaks. Ah, yeah, I'm gonna Rick, not Brick. Okay, Rick. Um, I can tell you this much. Uh, my aunt and uncle had chickens, and until I was like, "Oh, how can you eat those chickens?" Blah blah blah. Yeah, those chickens were mean. My aunt would had go out and get one and get it ready, boil it, pluck its feathers, whatever. I didn't have a problem eating chicken from her house. Those chickens were mean. She just had mean chickens. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2. So I'm gonna have I'll go one more row and then I'll 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can whisper it to me, faulty, and I can do that, but Papa has made it unfortunately so that nothing can be in length. Oh, you have fun, Stellar. You and your mom. Yay, yay. Time together. Enjoy. So let's see. We're going to do 4 rows of black and then we'll start up the orange. I'm doing a lot better today than I did yesterday. I think yesterday, and I've been hooting and hollering it up today. This is where the white had some funky knot or something in it, and I didn't want to have to cut it that close. You sent it over to me. I'm singing to myself because that's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do. What in the heck did I just do? Oh, oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. I love stuff like that. So, anything. Well, and I've already picked out what we're going to put back there. We're going to do cucumbers, peppers, maybe some lettuce, tomatoes. The tomatoes are not for us. Tomatoes are for the kids. Um, something else. I can't remember what else it was. But yeah. 6. Yes. Green onions and oh, yes, we're doing, were we doing onions? I think we were doing onions, weren't we? I said lettuce. We could do cabbage. I like cabbage. You have the book and it has a lot of I just wanna be able to have some stuff like my neighbor, she did cucumbers one year and she got such a big crop of cucumbers. I mean, we had cucumbers and we watch her dog when her and her husband go out of town. And they have a third bedroom and it has where she's canned pickles. I like cabbage raw or in coleslaw. Hate it cooked. Do you like sauerkraut? Because I love cabbage raw or in coleslaw. Um, I can eat it cooked, but it has to be like corned beef and cabbage, like that kind of thing. But I probably haven't had corned beef and cabbage since my grandmother made it. I only like sauerkraut on a Reuben. Well, I would say, I might get Papa to take me. You love corned beef and cabbage. I like cabbage pan fried with bacon. You don't cook it to death, so it still has some bite to it. Yes. Um, yeah, my grandmother used to make a mean corned beef and cabbage. If I wouldn't do that, six. Now I have heard that, and I don't know. Maybe that's why I was a healthier kid, never had anemia problems or stuff when I was a kid. But I've always been told that if I eat cabbage, it'll make me it will help me. I love cabbage any way you fix it. Lots of time I'll do mine fried with a little garlic butter, salt, and pepper. Cabbage rolls sound good. But I'm more like if you put like red cabbage in a salad or in coleslaw, I'll eat it. I love it. Love it. I don't think I could probably get Papa to eat a cabbage roll. So I don't think now I will say this. Yes, I do like Brussels sprouts. I do like Brussels sprouts. They are very good. Um, Now I like Brussels sprouts either baked or steamed. No, I like them with a little bit of crunch still in them. And like Papa likes like if I fix like broccoli in the air fryer and kind of crisp it up, he likes that. He likes the broccoli in the air fryer. Yeah, you can't if you mushy a Brussels sprout, they're no good. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds really good, Linda. I have to do something to get more green. Like I sent Cub a thing because he can't have potato. Well, it's not that he can't have them; he chooses to not have them. Potato chips, and someone had kale, and they took and they mixed it with salt and vinegar and put it in the air fryer, and he said it was pretty good. Um, I might try it sometime, just because carbs are not my friend that much. But well, it's not that they're not my friend. They just don't do very good for me. Um, but I would wonder if you could do it like, because I'm not a big salt and vinegar fan. Now you'll take cheddar cheese, cut it into quarters, and put it in the oven, or even microwave it till it gets crispy. You know what? Yesterday, just because we're talking about that, yesterday, I made a ham and cheese in the air fryer. Well, um, my top piece of bread flew off in the air fryer. Good morning, Dandy. How are you doing? I'm doing good. So the cheese got a little burnt crispy. Oh, that was so good. The burnt crispy cheese. I mean, I opened it up like halfway through and found that it had flew off. But I was like, oh, burnt crispy cheese tastes the best. And I shouldn't call it burnt crispy cheese because it really wasn't burnt per se. It was just a little darker, melted. I might try that, Linda. Just take it out until it gets nice and crispy? Okay. Biscuit would wanna be my best friend then, because he likes the cheese tax that he no longer gets. Not well, I'm in the hospital for psych as a voluntary. Well, I hope everything is fine, but, let's see. Did you not have surgery last month? I thought you had said you were. Oh, I meant to do some. Oh, okay. Whew. So, what did I do? Do, do, do. 2 more rows of this, and then we're on to the orange and the top of the towel. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I know. There's a little coaster that I wanna do. There's a little pumpkin coaster I wanna do, and it's got little puff stitches all the way around the edge to make it a little raised border. Like, be honest with yourself. Do you really want to do that? Be honest with yourself. 6 and 8. So I completely understand the puff stitch saga. I just feel like I'm not a very good puff stitcher. Get in there. I know, bud. We're trying. We're trying. Yes, we are. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it. I'll chase everybody away with my singing. Not really, because I'll quit singing. I'm doing them fine. It's just there's so many in this shawl wrap that I'm making. Oh, that's me. Well, I shouldn't say I when I'm doing a project that has a lot of puff stitches, it's not my favorite. Will I do puff stitches? Yes, but they're not my favorite. The only thing that outbeats a puff stitch is a back post double crochet or a back post anything crochet. Back posts, no. Front posts, I'm fine with. Back posts, no. It always makes my hand feel weird how I'm going into the stitch. So I always feel like I'm going into it backwards, which of course, I guess technically you are. But yeah, they're not my favorite. I like half doubles. Like if a project has a half double, I'm pretty much gonna love it because even though double crochets work up faster. Oh, hold on, let me show you what I did. This is what I did for a baby shower. I've got to where is that? Here it is. I'm doing a crab stitch or reverse double crochet, a reverse single crochet for the border. Hold on. A reverse single crochet for the border, but I actually like the waffle stitch, but it's going to have a little dinosaur head in the middle. It's a lovey. It was a free pattern. Um, but right now I'm putting this color as the border. I love this cotton and this turquoise. And I think the dinosaur head is in I've gotta find the dinosaur head. No, it's in the green, and the spikes are this color. So, yeah, I gotta get that finished this weekend or this week. And, that the waffles the piece that was the waffle stitch was I love this cotton pinwheel. It was a macaroon. It wasn't the Parisian macaroon, but it was a macaroon. The color was something macaroon, but it was I love this cotton, and it was the pinwheel. Hold on. Now I'm gonna Um, maybe it wasn't Pinwheel. I know it was, oh, it was Sugar Wheel, not Pinwheel, Sugar Wheel. And it was Pixie Twist, Peppermint, Gelato. It was Minted Macaroon. That was the color. Ooh, they got one's called Petit Four Galore. Petit Four Galore. Um, they didn't have the Parisian, the pattern called Parisian macaroon, but they didn't have that color, so that was the closest the one that it was to it. So I liked it because it kept up with the kind of like the little dinosaur theme she's having for her um baby room. But thank you. I love the colors too. Um Wonderful. I didn't know if I was gonna like it. But I literally, if you noticed on the back end of it, I put a stitch marker. So when I was doing the wrong side, I was like, "Oh," I was looking at it and I knew that because it had the stitch marker on the back of it, I was on the wrong side. Even though you can see the difference between the wrong side and the right side, in my mind, I was like, "Oh, stitch marker, wrong side." So I wouldn't lose how I was supposed to do the stitch because it was the first time I was ever doing the stitch, and I did it on stream, and I was having a little bit of, a hard time with it, so I just ended up putting the stitch marker, and it totally helped me know whether I was on my 4 or my 5, my row 4 or my 5. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, no, it's starting. So, I am getting more done today than I did yesterday. So, where am I at? Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Sometimes the black yarn throws me off a bit, the darker color. I do good with lighter color yarns, but sometimes I miss the stitch in the darker. And I don't know why, but so far this is going to be cute no matter what. But I am going to block it when I get done with everything because I think it's supposed to have that little, although I don't know, maybe I shouldn't block it. I am gonna do a border, though. It will be I have a neck light for when I'm doing anything in black. I've never thought to use my neck light for that. I probably should. And 8. Puts light right on it so you can see the stitches better. I probably should. I mean, what in the world? Yeah, border's going on this bad boy. Telling you right now. I have this one that Papa got me for Christmas, but I've never charged. I think no, I need to charge it. Okay, are we on 4? No, we got one more row to go. Turn. Papa sets me up for success, whether I choose to go with it or not. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Um, I don't know what you missed. Um, what'd you have? Do we you didn't miss anything, but we do wanna know what you had. We were talking about Brussels sprouts, kale, cheddar cheese, um ooh, I just now saw what Cricket said. Why in the world did I not see that when she said that? We were talking about your kale chips, and she said, "Kale chips are awesome." She said, "So are zucchini chips and carrot chips." Mm. Then we were talking about stitches, that we don't like. Like I said, I don't like back post double crochet. I don't like back post anything crochet. Savory truffle sounds delicious. And, let's see. That's good. Oh, I was talking about we were talking about cabbage. Um, Faulty sent me a link to a book so that I can, and how annoying the puff stitch is. And, Faulty sent me a book for my, uh, garden that I'm gonna make. And, you know you know, we just talked about food. You go to lunch, you come back, and you ask us what we were talking about. We're talking about food. Bray crochet. We do not crochet, we talk about food. 1, 2, 3. Now, when you're in your stream, we talk about crocheting and everything, you know, paper craft. Whatever you're doing, that's what we're talking about. So, I think you keep people focused on the crochet. We get to talk about food, and I'm just like, 4, 5, 6. Why did I just see a bray hair in the middle of all that? Well, that I guess that's true. I guess I don't know. I think you're I think sometimes, like in your chat, which I think is great in any kind of chat and I would think that would be great for anybody that wants to string. Like when your chat goes in and they're like, "Hi, Linda," and Linda and Bray are talking, or Linda and Stella are talking. It's, you know, it's great that you can be a place where people can get together and chat. Feels nice and cozy. But then you feel like, "Oh, am I missing something?" So then you have to go back and you have to kinda keep up. So, it's good and bad, I think. I like it. I think it's all good, but sometimes I feel like I miss stuff when people are talking, but they're not talking to me. They're talking to themselves and blah, 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 and they're like, "We wanted to include you." That sounds too much like a gimme. Uh-uh. Without unicorn, we would not be a part of the wiener community. The wiener and Tata. So I look at it like this. We as people, I've I've been a wiener for years now. That and a weirdo. True. I don't know about you being a wiener and a weirdo, but my eye should arrive in either today or tomorrow so I can finish your Halloweeny. Aw. I woke up today and it said we were getting a package. And I'm like, why are we getting a package? Papa doesn't like it that I have an app that tells on him when he shops. I really don't care. Doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna do something really fast. Axis Paradise KK. Analog, Anacrina, Battleship, Cricket, Faulty, Giggy, Hijinks. I'm looking for something specific. So, um, yeah. See, my daughter, she's like you. She uses her the side doors where they go in and out. So they never use the front door. So, um, they have she has that on her so that she knows when a package is getting delivered and when to look out the front door. Even though the doggeroonies normally tell her when somebody's walking up to the house. But, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why does that make me think of a song? I don't know why that makes me, but it does. Makes me think of a song. We go in and out through the garage because that's where the car is. We're strange and we use the garage to store the car and not just junk. We, because we lost a basement when we moved here, that is where all of the exercise equipment is now, is in the garage. So, which we haven't been using it. So, um, our old house had a basement, but when we moved here, they don't have a lot of houses with basements. So this was the option we had. Nice option, but I didn't like. Uh, I didn't mean that. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I would say yeah. Papa would have to tell you, yeah, you're not allowed to park in the storage unit. That's true. B said, "Thank you so much for the donuts." Aw. Okay. Well, that's good that they stopped a meltdown. Okay, we're gonna do this because we're getting ready to switch to the orange, so I am not gonna have that many yarns hankering out there into La La Land. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Feel like Dana Carvey. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, more power to you. Not doing it. Not gonna do it. Nope. Nope. Don't know why I'm being that way, but yeah, wouldn't be prudent. Wouldn't be prudent at all. Oh, cricket. Oh. Sometimes I love it when people get my references. It doesn't look like it's gonna be very big because this is the length of the towel. Now we're starting the orange. And let's see. It is you're wiggling your bed around, good boy. It's 14 inches wide. Hi, Fex the Flex. Yes, talking about the church lady. 10 inches. Yeah, 10 inches long. That's right now. So it says it's supposed to be 12 by 17. And that says from the tip of the hanger to the bottom of the peak of the towel. But I'm gonna say I must not know what I'm doing because I got did I do 14? It was 14, wasn't it? Flat. Yes, but it was the same person. I was thinking the church lady. But yes, George Bush, he was doing George Bush. He was not gonna do it. It's not prudent. But yeah, I love Dana Carvey. He was hilarious. Well, he is hilarious. He's not gone. He's I shouldn't. I mean, we are older. I don't know, is SNL like it used to be, or is it no longer like I think I got it on the edge, and I'm probably like Crafty and Cricket and all of us. We got it on the end of like Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd, um, God, I'm trying to think. Steve Martin. Now, do any of you guys watch Murder in the Building? Murders in the Building? Gilda Radner. So I have not been able to make it past season 3. I start watching it and I don't know what is making it so I can't go any further. And I mean, they've already got a season 4 out. So I need to get over it and get to watching it because I love Steve Martin and Martin Short. I mean, I like Selena Gomez. Selena, I can't even say her name. I like Selena Gomez too. I don't have anything against her. She's cute. But I know that I've not made it past season 3, the first couple episodes in it. So we're not going to ruin it for anybody. If anybody ruins it, I'm banning you immediately. And that's not it's not a threat, it's a promise. I had somebody in here a couple weeks ago ruining something. Papa said he was going to insta ban him because it's just not fair. Um, Okay. So we're going to do 2 rows of wiggles. Biscuit, don't do that, baby. And then we're going to start the whatever. Oh yeah, Papa's a big person when it comes to no spoilers. He does not. You don't do that. Not everybody watches everything on the same at the same pace. We all have lives, so no spoilers. Um, I don't even know what it was about. Something I wasn't gonna watch, but um he was not happy about it. Like when he would play a game and it would be based on like different people would do different levels of the game. He'd be like, "Don't ruin it. I'm playing this game." Wrestling, did you watch Ms. and Mrs.? No, I never did, but the girls did. But I like Ms. and I thought it was cute that they got their own little show. Come on. You are you trying to tell everybody are you calling the stream? I need to know this right now. Didn't they no, that was Natalia and her husband had cats. And I did watch Natalia and her husband's. Nuh-uh. Do you wanna know that I watched that movie all the way to the end and didn't even realize what was going on? I think somebody ended up having to tell me because 'cause I'm slow to the whatever. Are you gonna say hi? Linda and Cricket and Panthers out there. They might, could you Biscuit? Crafty said hi. We were in uh, my oldest daughter, 1, 2 we were in a Applebee's one time, I think, and, oh, I would be mad, and somebody said that Alex Trebek had passed away, and the guy that was our waiter said, we don't get the internet in here, so we wouldn't even know that. That's so sad." Alex Trebek had not passed away. My kids are can be whatever. I said, "He's probably going back there telling the wait staff that Alex Trebek has passed away. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves." I don't know if they really were. But I think I'd still have to watch that movie over again. Yeah, but then he passed away, like, probably 10, 15 years later. They were young when they did that. Um, like, I would say in high school. So, a good 10, 12 years ago. See, I didn't know oh, I must have missed it. 1, 2, 3, 6. I know that my daughter and I would read through those Harry Potter books like no tomorrow. I would get them at midnight because I worked at Walmart at the time. So I would get them at midnight and bring it home for her. And then she would come home from school and she would read it. And, you know, whatever. So nobody would ruin it for her. Now, see, I'm just going to say this, Linda, so you know that pill that I took, the iron one, I'm getting like hiccups and I'm tasting it. Ugh. You're okay. If you are not being SA, no, it was a Diet Coke watered down. Iced tea would be nice though. Uh, when we went to our function for the new company that's buying us. Now, I did not know this. Completely thought the people that were running it must have been from, I'm gonna say, above the Mason-Dixon line. Just gonna say. Um, because I saw tea. I saw tea. Um, and I was like, "Ooh," because I didn't have Diet Coke, so I was like, "Ooh." Yes, I did. I did eat breakfast. I took the iron pill, then ate breakfast because it, it does help a lot eating something after I take the iron pill. So yes, yes, it does. Um, but I was like, oh, they don't have Diet Coke. Oh, they have tea. Now in my mind, I'm going sweet tea. They have sweet tea. That wasn't sweet tea. Was not sweet tea. Waste a lot to get the big bags. It was unsweet tea. It was unsweet tea. They didn't put any sugar in it. I prefer Diet Coke over Coke Zero. Um, Coke Zero has a taste that I don't like. And I know that probably sounds a little weird, but it does. Somebody tried to trick me, and because they were like, "Oh, you won't be able to tell the difference." And when Coke Zero first came out, and I wasn't thinking anything of it. And somebody was pouring drinks for everybody, and they give me Coke Zero with ice in a cup. And I immediately was like, this isn't Diet Coke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They drink hot tea here, though we've started getting the Lipton teas in a bottle now. Oh, you don't like good. Look me good. I I have to do half sweet, half unsweet. My sister does that. My sister does half and half. We put Splenda in our glasses of iced tea because a family member is diabetic, and that's great. I mean, I could probably do Splenda because that doesn't bother me. I don't like Coke Zero or Diet. Too much bad stuff in it. It is. I live with it because okay, I did quit once. I did quit once. And then I went on a field trip and I will tell this story till probably my dying days. I went on a field trip with my youngest daughter when she was in the 5th grade. And I had 4 little girls I had to watch. Well, You might know what I'm talking about, Cricket, because you might know there's a place here, it's called Rock City. I think that's what's called, Rock City, and it's way on the it's like Middle Tennessee, and it's all these caverns, caves, whatever. Well, anyway, there's this rock that you walk through, and it's called Fat Man something another. Basically, it's a sliver of rock. Batman squeeze, yes. It's a sliver of rock, and it's got a crack through it, and you walk through it. I'm claustrophobic. My daughter wants to walk in it, and it's the only way to get to the other side for something. So I'm like, okay, this lady, her kid was laying on the floor, screaming because he didn't want to move any further, and people were behind me. So I'm stuck, and I'm actually feeling it right now as I'm telling this story. I literally wanted to tell that lady, pick your kid up or I'm going to kick it through this fat man squeeze because I'm not dealing with this. I have these people behind me, and I know that sounds rude and I know that sounds mean, but you're talking somebody who's been off Diet Coke for over 5 months. And then you've got a kid on the floor and you're sitting there trying to reason with the child to get up. Pick the kid up, wiggle him through the fat man squeeze, and move on. And I think I did tell the lady, I was like, you really might want to pick your kid up now because yeah, I'm getting ready to go ballistic and you're not I'll pick your kid up. I will go right through you and I will pick your kid up. And I'm sorry, but that's just how I felt. I'm really going to have a panic attack about this. Well, anyway, so she picked the kid up. We move on. We get out. I can breathe. I can breathe. So my daughter knew I'd been off Diet Coke. I hadn't drank a Diet Coke. I had been so good. I'd been drinking water and like tea at the house and things like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so I set the 4 little girls down. We go to get them their lunch. I get my lunch. I have tickets for everybody's lunch, and I give them the little lady the tickets for the lunch. I take all of them their little food back, set them at the table, and my daughter looks and she sees that my drink is dark, but her drink is dark. But she was probably expecting me to get like a Sprite or maybe a water or something like that. And she goes, "Mommy, you didn't get a Diet Coke, did you?" I lied. I lied. I said, "No, sweetheart, I didn't." 'Cause I didn't wanna break her heart because she was so proud of me that I hadn't been drinking Diet Coke. So I was like, "Oh, no, mommy didn't get a Diet Coke." I wanted her to enjoy the rest of her trip. I'm going to tell you right here and now, if you drink something and you're used to drinking it, I told Ben or Papa, I told him, I said, "It was like fire rushing through my veins when I drank that first drink." I said, "I do not know." That was just the weirdest thing. It just felt like everything was on fire, and I've never stopped drinking it since, but I do want to stop drinking it again because I know that the aspartame is bad. It's not good. And I honestly think the aspartame is what's the addictive part of it. So, when people say you have a vice, everyone has a vice. Everyone has a vice. Might be a good one, might be a bad one. It doesn't matter. But I try not to knock anybody for their vices because I know I have one and it's a bad one. And, I work like I only allow myself so many Diet Cokes at work. Like if I take 2 Diet Cokes to work, if I get done with those 2 Diet Cokes, I just say it's I just say it's the aspartame because I can drink a coffee, and this is what's really weird. I can drink a coffee and it has caffeine in it, and I go to sleep immediately. I'm like, out like a light. I can drink coffee to go to bed. But so I feel like it's the aspartame that's my problem. But, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was probably too much information for today's stream. Chase everybody around. But yeah. And you know what? I would want to think it's the carbonation, but I can't drink a seltzer. I can't drink seltzer water. And I would love to be able to drink seltzer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I think if I could drink seltzer water, because I like flavored water. I love flavored water. Like if I drink a Propel or something like that, and it's got the flavor, I do good. But if I drink like a seltzer water that has like, let's just say lemon, lime, and whatever, it doesn't taste like it's a Sprite. It's like it's overly carbonated. It's like it doesn't have enough. It doesn't have enough, I guess, syrup. But that's the whole thing. It's just flavored carbonated water. But yeah, so and Batman Squeeze is not for the faint of heart. If you have any sort of claustrophobia, I do not recommend it ever. Especially if there's a kid screaming, laying on the ground. Because one of you is not gonna be happy, and it's probably gonna be you. Kid might not be happy after you get all that. Um, that was also the trip that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a little girl that was one of the little girls I was watching decided to tell everyone that, a certain, um, Christmas figure was not real. And all the little girls that I had were, like, almost in tears. So, it was just it was one that I should not. I'm glad I went on because, um, at the end of the trip, if you were a chaperone, you got to sign your child out and drive straight home. So, I got to put KK in the car, and we drove straight home. She didn't have to ride all the way. I liked it because we lived closer to Rock City than the school, so if I would have had to drive all the way to pick her up, I would have had to drive past our house to, go all the way to the school to pick her up, but instead, I got to just take her home. So, then I had to have a nice little talk with the girl when she said that somebody wasn't real, and I was like, "We don't do that." Uh, and little kids sometimes can be really mean. I've always told my kids the same thing my mother always told me, "As long as you believe, you will receive." Do not think that I've got 3 kids that still believe, because they get every year. Biscuit says he gets every year too. He has yet to see that sneaky little devil walk in this house, but he knows he gets stuff in his stocking every year, and his stocking sings to him. Barks really, but Christmas time, I'll have to bring it up here. He likes it. He actually likes he knows what it is when we hanging out. He is on it. He is on it. Don't you, babe? You know what it all is. He's like, "I just know this is the time of year that get stuff that comes out of that sock hanging off the stairs, and it all belongs to me." Um, I'm almost to a stopping point if you um I am almost to a stopping point if you want to I don't even know what time it is. Um, yeah, I'm almost to a stopping point if you wanna go ahead and look, and then, Oh, okay. I would love to be able to do, a long stream. I don't know if I could do a 24-hour. I probably could. It would just be really I mean, it would be hard, but so if you're looking since Papa intermittent fasts, and he has not ate for almost 17 hours, so I can't do that to him. Maybe if I make it maybe I could do a 12-hour stream if I get to 1,000 followers. That would have to include nap time for me too. And I snore also, so, yes, you would have to enjoy the snoring. Like, when these, some of the gamer streamers, and I have nothing against those people, please do not think that I do. Um, when they, do the uncapped subathons and they sleep during 8 hours with their subs, their subathons, I think that's crazy. Okay. Papa, have you found somebody? Okay. Okay. Let me let me do one thing before you even start doing this. I'll put this down. Okay. You can do what you got to do. Y'all have a good day. Oh, I will finish this. We will finish this. We will finish this. I think I've done pretty darn good for 2 days. Thank you guys for showing up. It was great, great. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Cricket. Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Unicorn. Thank you, Faulty. Thank you. I'm gonna not say it, Crafty. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the follows. Thank you. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Bye. Thank you for the 50 biddies, Linda. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all have a wonderful day. And let's go over to Cheryl Bell Design.